songs, let me tell you about a friend. It's Craig LeBlanc, where the good times never end. Talking Parks and Rec, it's a show you gotta know. Welcome one and all to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. It's the Daily Parks and Rec Show.
So I think that definitely, the park is bigger than a lot of people think it.
Yeah.
It's a part of a community. It's a part of a city. It's a meeting place to bring people together to maybe share when they wouldn't normally share.
Welcome back to the Daily Parks and Rec Show from the 2025 LRPA Convention. In this episode, we're sitting down with Borato Broughton of Pelican Park District in Mandeville, Louisiana, to talk about his unique journey from education and athletics into Parks and Rec. From coaching championship teams and officiating high school sports to serving his community through public parks, Borato shares powerful insights on leadership, mentorship, and why parks are more than places, they're lifelines. This conversation dives into career transitions, the importance of youth sports and officiating, and how parks and recreation continues to shape healthier, more connected communities. Let's dive in. All right, we are live again. This is Craig LeBlanc with the Daily Parks and Rec Show, live from LRPA 2025 80th anniversary. And I've got Borato from Pelican Park. And tell everybody what part of Louisiana Pelican Park is in.
Pelican Park is in Mandeville, Louisiana.
Yeah,
on the North Shore.
that's right.
Right up from Lacombe, and not too far from Slidell.
Yeah. And so for those who aren't familiar with Louisiana, we have this big lake called Lake Pontchartrain. And on the bottom side is New Orleans, Kenner, Metairie, and then on the top side, we call it the North Shore. And that's kind of where you're at, all in this North Shore area.
Correct.
And so tell us about the park that y'all have over there.
Well,
Or what is Pelican Park?
well, Pelican Park is a public park that is founded in 1989.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Georgia. I'm a retired educator from Georgia.
Ah, okay.
And I moved here. Me and my wife is from here.
We were in Georgia. We went to Jekyll Island at the GRPA.
Right,
We did what we're
yes.
doing here. They had an
Awesome.
unbelievable convention. It was very well done.
And we just came back from the NRPA in Florida.
Yeah, in Orlando. We were there as well.
Yeah, we saw you guys down there. I
Okay.
didn't know anything about this.
Yeah.
But we met a lot of good people down there. But I actually came to Pelican Park for a part-time opportunity after I retired. I'm a high school football official, so I was doing my officiating and I was working at the park part-time. But I have 30 years of experience in education, which includes head coaching, being an athletic director, being a graduation coach, and I retired as an assistant principal. And my executive director noticed my experience and offered me a position on full time, and then I just worked my way up. Now I'm the assistant director of athletics now.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh yeah, I love the park. It's an amazing park.
And so it's just a standalone one location park in the Mandeville area, or is it part of a bigger system? Or?
Well, it's standalone in the Mandeville area, but they own parts of nature trails, and we have two dog parks in the park. Then we own another dog park over in Covington that we maintain as well. So they have a lot of the area is spread out, but the main park is right there in Mandeville.
Now, how long have you been with Pelican Park?
December will be my year anniversary for being there full time, but I've been there since August of last year.
And is this your first time in Parks and Recreation?
It's my first time in Parks and Recreation in this capacity. I've been an official at several parks in Georgia.
Okay.
Because I also did rec sports when I was in Atlanta. Then I got a job when I started teaching. Then I started coaching. My actual high school football coach offered me my first football coaching job.
Yeah.
And then the year before that, I was coaching track, and the head coach of the track team was my camp counselor when I was in when I was
Yeah.
growing up, like 13, 14.
I coached track for a Catholic high school here
Oh,
for about
wow.
9 years. I was one of the
Wow.
javelin throwers, but I love track and
Oh my
field.
God. That was
That's
my
just
first,
a great sport.
that was my first sport.
What event did you do?
I was the middle distance to the distance runner.
800? 400?
The
Man, that's a
800,
grueling race.
yeah. And I actually dabbled a little bit with the high jumpers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, with the high jumpers. Yeah, it was and my first track meet went to the University of Georgia, and I was all the assistant coaches had to help out with the meet, and I was the restart judge for that one. And that kind of like started the spark.
Yeah.
Going to Georgia, seeing all the athletes, and just seeing how well they do and how they get off to college, running and everything. So the bug was really was there. Now I went on to coach football, basketball, and actually became a head coach. I opened Langston Hughes High School in Atlanta. The first head girl basketball coach there. Went to the Final Four in our 4th year, and I was
congratulations.
coach of the year. And then I moved up to administration after that.
Now you said you did some officiating as well.
Oh yes, I officiated for over 20 years in Georgia, and 13 of them with high school, and then when I came down here to Louisiana, I got in with Kenosha, the Greater New Orleans officiating, and this will be my 2nd year here with Kenosha, and we're in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, I've often heard that there's like a crisis and we need lots more referees. So maybe why don't you try to just give a quick sales pitch to why you should become one? I
definitely would say, any young person out there or like someone in their like mid-30s or whatever, you're looking for a side, maybe a hobby or something like that. Sports officiating is the best way to go. You get a chance to positively impact the game by enforcing the rules and talking to the coaches. Some coaches can be pretty aggressive, and when you get in and you show you have an understanding of the sport and everything, you get that respect level, and you actually get a chance to make the game better. And definitely we need young officials everywhere. Every state is looking for officials, because once you get in and you understand your part and your role, it becomes easier for you, and the game kind of slows. And older officials will tell you the game kind of slows down, and you actually, it's like the Matrix. You start seeing things. You like, okay, everything. I just moved to this spot and I put my hand up. So I say that I actually started my oldest son doing it. And he was doing it for a while, and then until he went off to college. And so I tell kids all the time, you can do this while you're in college, while you're in high school. They're always looking for sports officials. So you definitely get involved, call your local rec center, and find you an association and get started, because you got all kinds of sports year round. Year round.
And it's a good way to make little side money and stuff as well.
Definitely.
So if you're just like a little starting ref and you're like a college, maybe soccer player, and you want to officiate for local soccer leagues and stuff, what do they pay them for just an average officiation? What's the range, I guess?
The going range is anywhere from $30 to $55-$65
per game.
Per game, per game. And I've in Georgia now, for rec league, the association I was working with, they're paying now $65 per game. But you have some places that pay $50 to $55. And I actually booked for a travel league in Georgia this year, and I paid the referees $55 a game.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good little side money.
It is good side money.
Yeah.
Good side. Definitely when you're getting it on, sometimes you get it cash money on that weekend, and you'll have to fill out no W-9 or anything. Definitely good money. Yeah.
That's it. Keep that one under the books.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get off the books.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we were talking earlier about how you started your own little podcast, and we were talking about the road mics and stuff, and where you get them off. By the way, if you want these mics, they're on Sweetwater. I don't get any commission for that.
We just looked at them. They're there.
Yeah, they do such a great job, and it was given to me by another fellow content creator, and I love them. So if you're looking to start a podcast, definitely go to Sweetwater and look at the road mics and stuff. I think you're not going to be disappointed. But tell us about your podcast, kind of what you're doing.
Well, I'm in the development stages right now. I do have a TikTok video right now that I'm running my TikTok is Old School B.
Yeah.
And right now I'm running my videos on my chicken coop that I built. But my Old School B personality is about old school music, old school things that we used to do, old school cereal, old school toys, whatever, everything old school. I mean, I got segments coming out about comic books when we used to collect comic books back in the day.
Yeah.
I think kids still collect the cards and everything, but my podcast is going to be on Old School B. I have a friend right now working on my intro video for me right now. And I got a logo. And everything.
Nice.
It's gonna be really nice. I've been, looking at your system now. I was like, man, but I did just pick up another good board that I really like, and I got several different kinds of mics, but I haven't seen this setup, and I like your setup right here, and I'm just gonna look at investing into something. I need something very, very user friendly.
Yeah.
And I like this, and I just started my StreamYards account, so that's what that'll be the platform that I use.
Yeah.
Similar to what you're using here, but it's gonna be everything old school. I'm gonna play music.
I love it.
It's gonna be nice. I mean, I have a very extensive old school rap collection, and I'm just gonna play different songs on each of the podcasts. Talk about the artists. Talk about things that those songs reminded me of during the old school.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna actually have guests on, kind of like you're doing, but I'm gonna probably do like a split screen with a Streamlab where you can bring two people on.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do that. It's still in the development stage, but it's coming.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming.
Well, I have a recording studio in New Orleans, right off of Oak Street. I don't know if you're familiar with Oak Street.
No.
Oh my gosh, it's one of the best streets in New Orleans.
Okay.
They have the Maple Leaf Bar, which has the Rebirth Brass Band, been playing there since like the early 90s.
Oh wow. Okay.
And that's a few doors down. I'm actually on the same block as you can hear Maple Leaf from where I'm at.
Wow, that's nice.
And there's a comic book store literally about 7 buildings down.
Are you kidding me?
I'm talking an old school comic book store.
Yeah, where you go in and get them beans.
Yeah, that's it. Find yourself in New Orleans, definitely look me up. I'll show you around.
Oak Street.
On Oak Street.
Okay.
It's one of the it's like not as big as like Magazine or St. Charles, but it's one of the streets that has a lot of the shops and a lot of the it's like old uptown New Orleans.
Uptown. I definitely would look you up. Definitely look you up.
Fantastic. Well, look, I want to play a video for you that we made for the park industry.
Okay.
And because remembering COVID where Parks and Rec was considered non-essential service, so we decided to make a video as a gift to the industry to help reframe that conversation. So I'll play this for you and get your feedback on it, and then we'll come right back to the show.
All right, cool.
When we talk about essential services, what comes to mind? Police, firefighters, healthcare. But there's another essential service, often overlooked, yet always present. Parks and recreation. Parks and Rec is health. It's the walking trail that lowers blood pressure, the recreation center where seniors fight isolation, the swim lessons that prevent tragedy before it happens. This isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Parks and Rec is safety, a playground instead of a street corner, a basketball court instead of trouble, a summer camp where every child belongs. It's not just about activity. It's about protection, prevention, and possibility. Parks and Rec is community, the festival that brings neighbors together, the cultural event that teaches respect and diversity, the open space where a city breathes. It builds bridges where division once stood. It gives people a reason to gather, to connect, to care. And Parks and Rec is economics. It strengthens property values. It drives tourism through events and trails. It saves on healthcare costs. Every dollar invested multiplies, feeding back into schools, into safety, into growth. Essential service is not just about survival, it's about thriving. And Parks and Recreation is where thriving begins. In wellness, in equity, in culture, and in joy. Parks and Rec isn't extra. It's essential. For our health, for our safety, for our communities, for our future. A message from the Parks and Recreation community.
Man, all right. So what'd you think of that?
Awesome. Blowing me away. It's blowing me away. The editing on that was amazing. It was amazing, especially that last piece right there with the birds flipped up.
Oh yeah, great job,
back.
Chris.
Yeah, that was
Chris is one of our editors that made that.
Wow.
He's super talented.
that is awesome. And I totally agree with
Yeah.
totally agree with my older kids when they were little, we spent our time in the park.
Mhm.
You know, I would take them to the park every day, and they have that memory now. My oldest daughter always tell me, Dad, I remember you taking us to this park, taking us to that park, taking us to that park. I used to take them out to the park and wear them out. You know, when they get ready to go home, they'd be falling asleep in my arms. You know,
Man.
but they remember going to those parks and just having just fun. You know, and it doesn't cost anything. You know, my mom used to take us to Stone Mountain Park in Georgia, and she said, I know I could go out there, pay the little $7 to $8 to get in the park. I would bring picnic. She would bring picnic food for us, blankets. We brought our games, and we just got a little spot and we picnicked and played. And that's our memory, you know, going to the park.
Mhm.
You went to the park. I mean, I grew up in College Park, and our park was Welcome All Park. That's where we went to summer camp. And at Welcome All Park. I mean, that's just what you did. So
Yeah.
I think that definitely, you know, the park is bigger than a lot of people think it is.
Yeah.
It's a part of a community. It's a part of a city. You know, it's a meeting place to bring people together to maybe share when they wouldn't normally share.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that was an awesome video.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Well, man, look, I appreciate you coming on the show today, and I
appreciate
love that
this.
you have this podcast going on.
Oh,
That's
man.
Parks and Rec people just have such a diverse crowd, and they have just so many great things going on. So definitely keep me posted on
will.
your podcast.
I
And
will definitely.
if you ever in New Orleans, you come by the studio, we'll do this again.
I'm going to come by the studio.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I sent you my cell phone, so
Okay.
just make sure you shoot me a text.
I'm
and
going to keep in touch with you too.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to keep in touch with you.
And then let me know if you get that mic set up. I'd love to see it.
Okay, most definitely.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming on the show
All right.
today, bro.
Thanks so much.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Are you ready to lead the next generation of Parks and Rec? Whether you're a student, intern, or rising leader, welcome to the Young Professionals Network by DPRS Media Co. Our mission? To empower early career professionals in parks and recreation through mentorship, visibility, and real-world leadership development. Our vision? A national network of passionate, prepared, and purpose-driven leaders who shape the future of public service. Starting now. Powered by the Daily Parks and Rec Show, YPN gives you access to exclusive interviews, career-building resources, behind-the-scenes content, and live events, all created by and for the next wave of Parks and Rec professionals. Learn from seasoned directors, build your brand, get involved with national conversations that matter. Whether you're in youth sports, facilities, programming, or policy, YPN is your launchpad. Young Professionals Network, your career, your community, your story.